right, it is March 4th. I think it is 57 days in. 57, I think so. Just saying. You know what? Hold on. Alright, we're going to try this outside tripod, so I do not have to sit here and hold it. It took me a while to get it separated because I normally stand up while using it. But anyways, I'm on my first cup of coffee. It's 11 a.m. It's actually almost all gone. I should have made another one. Only been up since 9:30. I'm having trouble falling asleep before midnight, and then on top of it, I think I might be snoring or something because my cats for over a week are waking me up constantly, slapping me in the face, putting their nose to my nose, and that is not something they normally do, only on occasion. They normally just lay on top of me or cry to get pets. They don't slap me to wake me up or put their nose to my face. This is a little crooked. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. It's a very old tripod that I've had out here for years. And there's no way I'm bringing it in because it's got spider webs and stuff on it. And I'm hoping no spiders jump out at me. Anyways, so today I decided to skip breakfast. I'm not extremely hungry. I have a lot to do. So we're just skipping breakfast. If you're new to my channel, we are healing my body. I have MCAS. There we go. I was pronouncing it wrong for a long time and someone told me no, it's MCAS. So basically my mast cells are going all crazy and activated. So mast cells are great. When you get sick, they activate, take care of you, and then they deactivate. Mine will not deactivate. So I've had, I guess, episodes my whole life where they activate and will not stop activating. And a Delta version made it worse, okay? And I am so glad I am not the only one out there because I have gone, since January 2022, gained a massive amount. If you were to go watch my December videos from that time frame and then February, you can see a massive weight jump. Plus, I have massive weight jumps throughout the years, the last 2+ years now. Since then, you can see that I had started to get better when I was doing a carnivore diet. Basically, I was eating a lot of weans, and my weight started to fall back down. And then issues all over again, and then went off keto, gained weight from going off keto, but I was eating extremely low calories, y'all. It was baked potatoes with salt, no butter, and crackers, and occasional piece of bread, which was very occasional because I didn't like it. I lost all my taste and smell during that time. It has never come back 100%. I cannot eat chicken because it still tastes like roadkill. Occasionally it will taste okay. Like I fried the dark meat that day in the tallow. Well, not really tallow, but grease from my picanha, which is beef. So basically it's just not rendered all the way. And I like the taste of it, but it made me very ill. I have a histamine issue. My histamines are too high in my body. When I eat anything or take showers or be working in the yard, I have allergic reactions. I am taking loratadine 20 milligrams a day to help with it, but I'm still having reactions, so I have to do a low histamine diet. But I am so sensitive that even low histamine foods like apples mess me up. Okay, mainly because I'm also insulin resistant, severely bad, like polycystic ovary syndrome. We're never going to carbs because carbs make me fat. I can gain 10 pounds in one night. Yes, water weight, but that's not natural. Eating one apple, that's not normal. So this is where I am now, having to do a low histamine carnivore diet so I can address my histamine issues and my insulin resistant issues at the same time instead of just working on one and becoming fatter. So we do it together. And that's how I've made this diet. Basically, I've taken the BBBBE diet to heart, and I just don't always eat the bacon, or I don't always eat eggs, right? And I do my coffee usually people who do that, the BBBE, either have no coffee or only one coffee experience in the morning. But I have severe ADHD and cannot wind down or calm down or keep my thoughts in check because I am very hyper if I don't have it. Now, before carnivore, I was not very hyper. I was dead. My whole executive dysfunction, could not get off the couch, could not wash dishes, could not take showers, could not do this or that until my brain played it out and see if I had enough energy or dopamine for that day to do those activities. My life was HE double hockey stick for 2 years because my ADHD was so out of control on the executive dysfunction part. It was so bad. And I noticed also severe depression. Okay, because no doctor could help me. No one could tell me what was wrong with me. My ANAs were high. My histamines were through the roof. My white blood cells were so high they all thought I was dying of cancer at one moment. My red blood cells were going up and down, up and down. They could not, it was too high, too low. They could not fix it. Like so many things wrong. They gave me metformin and that did not help. They gave, my heartburn, GERD, that I had was gushing like a volcano every night every night. It was a nightmare. But it's all within a week or two, it all fixed itself. My sleep is so much better than it ever was if the cats would stop waking me up. No more grr. And when I do have little episodes because I ate something that affected me at the moment, it's only for an hour, usually. Even the other night when I ate Dino steak, which was aged, because aged steak has, all steaks from markets are aged. And they have higher histamines than going and getting it from a cow that was alive a few days ago. I know that probably freaks people out hearing that. But I can do picanha all day long. Cook it any way and have no issues because I'm going to the meat market. It's the freshest they got. Literally because sometimes the New York strips have been there for a minute. Same with all the others. But the picanha, I am buying them out. As soon as they cut them, they're zip-locking them and calling me. And I go pick them up. So they have no histamine issues. But I ate his. Okay? I ate some of his. Only 2.5 ounces of his because I was really hungry. Oh my gosh, thank God it only lasted for like an hour or more. I was so nauseous. I had heartburn. I thought I was gonna puke everywhere. And no, I didn't do a chicken broth because even though the chicken broth I don't seem to have an issue with, it has a long list of ingredients. And I decided we aren't going there unless we absolutely have to. So after an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes, something like that, I was fine. The old me would not have been fine. That would have lasted for days. All right, so I am healing my gut along this journey. I am having shorter histamine response. Like yesterday, I ate eggs, but those eggs really were only 2.5 days old. They weren't even 3 days old yet from the chicken's bottom. Yes, having my own chickens would make my life so much better. However, my mom's severely allergic to feathers, and it doesn't matter. And we couldn't just go to the other side of the property and put the coop. 1, the feathers are gonna, every time the wind blows, it's gonna be everywhere. 2, we have bobcats, we have foxes, we have raccoons, we have everything. It doesn't matter how safe you make those chickens, they can get to them. Okay, I've seen it. It's horrible. I've seen what's happened even when you do 2 layers. 2 layers of, where you make the chicken coop and then a few feet later you make another rounding the whole chicken coop, bottom top. It doesn't matter. Somehow something gets them, right? And we have a lot of snakes that we don't want. No. So that's not an answer. But come April 20th, the farmer's market opens again, where I have met a few older couples who come and their eggs are not even 4 days old when they sell them there. And I got lucky at the meat market that they had just got a delivery from another local farmer. And that's why they were so fresh when I got them. Which I might eat some eggs tonight, or I might not because that's 2 days in a row. I can't just cut eggs out of my life. I am trying to desensitize myself from each item, each thing. So The hardest part right now is deli meat. I have been a deli meat girl my whole entire life. Seriously. Deli meat my whole life. And that's the hardest part, because I would rather grab some deli meat. I don't even need the cheese, just deli meat by itself, roll it up and eat it, instead of like cooking or eating something hot. I like it cold. I'm not a hot food fan, so that's been an issue for me. That's probably been my biggest issue, is I'm not really a hot food girl at all. People is always like, well, I want a hot meal. I don't care if it's winter. I want a salad, or I want deli meat. That's it. Just some deli meat, and I'm a happy girl. So that's been the hardest part, because of the histamines that's in all that deli meat and all that process going on there. I can't have it. And yes, I've watched videos on how to make my own deli meat at home. However, it's going to have histamines, and I can't have all the seasonings I'm going to need to make it taste the way I want, and different things like that. So I was like, that's a no-go for right now. Hopefully, it won't always be. Hopefully, we can cure and shut the mast cells quiet until they're needed, and then I can eat keto. Hopefully. Because if you go back before the Delta version, I ate tomatoes almost every day. I ate olives almost every day, mushrooms every day, lettuce every day. And y'all, I was in shock to find out how many histamines is in iceberg lettuce. It's huge. And ground beef. It's why I can't eat ground beef. Y'all, so many things I just ate every day and had no problems with. Hot sauce, ranch dressing, Duke's mayo, mustard. No issues with. And that past year and a half, I kept getting sicker and sicker and sicker, and my gut health got worse and worse and worse. And an allergist can't tell you. They don't understand what's going on. They're just like, you're allergic to everything, don't eat it. And the gut doctor doesn't understand that all your gut issues are being caused because your histamines are out of control. Like, and I watch all these people like struggling. It just happened that someone came on my feed, my For You feed page on TikTok, who was talking about all her symptoms before she even said what was wrong with her. All these symptoms. And I've had a lot of y'all who have MCAS who told me they thought I had it. My daughter's told me for a year she thought I had it, and I didn't even know what she was talking about. My doctor, when I brought it up at first, she didn't know what it was. So I'm like, okay, what is this girl talking about? It is every single symptom I have. And she has the long cold C word from Delta as well. And it was like hitting a hammer on the nail. I'm like, oh my gosh, what do you have? I have it. That is my life. Like everything. Getting out of the shower covered in hives, and I mean whelpsy hives that last for hours. Like I have everything. Like it's crazy. The throwing up, the diarrhea, all on the toilet at the same time. The throat closing shut to a friggin' grape, and I've never been allergic to grapes in my life. And she said she had MCAS. And that most people with long, whole C word, especially from the Delta one, especially the ones that lost their sense of taste and smell, and had the severe bone pain and a fever that wouldn't go away for a very long time and kept coming back, seems to have that now, and POTS. I'm like, okay. So then I go to the doctor with all these tests, and they're like, oh, yeah, let's do some more. Oh, yeah, that's what you have. But I don't know what it is. And neither does my endocrinologist. Don't know. Like, they know about it, but they don't know about the histamine side of it. And the histamine side is a huge side. So then I'm on, YouTube, typing it up, and I find tons of histamine experts from MCAS. Some of them believe in the carnivore diet, some do not, right? Some believe you should never take this journey on your own and try to fix it yourself. But I have, because I'm not going to go pay doctors on the internet that I do not know to try to fix me when in the end, it's all about the food that you're eating. And I could just erase all the food and slowly add it back and forth until I figure it out. So some people are never fixed and they have to stay on a carnivore-like diet their whole life or a low histamine diet their whole life. Some people get fixed in a year. Some I've watched just 3 years. And then they're perfectly fine. Their mast cells start acting correctly again because since they're overreacting, they think you have an allergic reaction to 90% of what you're putting in your mouth. That's the problem here. They're overreacting. And I knew I had it before. It's why I almost lost my uterus. My mast cells in there would not stop, and I was almost stage 1 cancer at that time, but they did an ablation, they did hormone therapy, and they quieted down and was normal again. But anyhow, I know a lot of y'all have seen this a million times who's still watching me, but I have had quite a few comments of people being new, so I wanted to go over it all again. Also, a picanha, because I keep getting this question in almost all my videos, is just a fat cap. So you have your cut of sirloin. It's back here at the back side. It has more, like a big fat cap. So you're paying a lot of money. So you better eat that fat. If you don't eat that fat, you're kind of wasting your money. Okay. So I've heard other people actually say it's called fat cap at other places, not here. It's only called a picanha. It's also called, like a latte, I don't know. It has multiple names, y'all. It's a Brazilian steak cut. Like, it's very popular. But I had never heard of it before, and it's amazing. And since it's so fresh, I can eat it with no problem. It is expensive. So I was going through in my head thinking, well, that's expensive. But let's go over my budget before doing this. Right? I went through at least 2 heavy creams a week. So that's $12 a week. Okay. We'll break it down to the week because it gets high when you look at the... Okay. I spent about $60 to $100 literally in deli meat every week because I bought the expensive ones, the $17 a pound, because I thought that would be better on me. Literally, my budget was about $100 a week on deli meat. Okay, so let's just round it to 100 already. And I think we'll include my sweet and low in there because I would go through a box of sweet and low every week, like a lot of sweet and low. Okay, no more, it's gone. All right, we're also throwing out all the lettuce, the tomatoes, the mushrooms, the cans of sauce, the cream cheese, the sliced cheese and cube cheese. Like, I went through over $20 a week in cheeses. And like lettuce isn't cheap here. It's like $5 a head. Okay. And I would buy about 2-3 heads a day, like a week. I spent over, okay, because I also got other things that were keto friendly. I would buy like the egg white protein powders. I would buy keto chows. I would buy all kind of stuff. And a lot of times stuff did go bad because I didn't eat it all fast enough. But I spent over $100 or $225 at least a week. At least a week. All right, let's say I do a picanha every day. All right, so I was in the beginning getting them for $7.99 a pound. So 10 days was about $80. Now they're like $9 a pound, but I'm not eating a whole pound in a day. I'm also been eating bacon, and my bacon is $3 a pound, and I eat less than a pound in a day. And my eggs, when I eat eggs, are about 50 cents an egg. All right, and then I have my butter. So, if you look at it, my budget, like 20 days of picanha, they had charged me like $180 for 20 days of picanha. I think that's what it came out to. Yeah, because I had gotten a discount. For 20 days, $180. And that is eating a pound every day. So now if we go put the bacon in, because it's $60 for 20 days of bacon. That's 20 pounds of bacon. And I'm only eating about a half a pound. If we were to separate all that in there, like last month I spent less than $250, and that included my butter, and I even shared some of my food. Now, yes, most people would eat more food than me, but I can't handle it. My stomach, so being sick for so long, and being off keto, I was literally just eating 2 small baked potatoes with salt and some crackers a day for 4+ months, from October to this 5th of January. So I was never putting, and a lot of chicken broth, by the way. I was never putting any big amounts in my stomach. The doctor says the reason I probably can't eat that much is I have shrank my stomach drastically, because I went off keto multiple times last year and it had to do potatoes. And it's such a little bit, your stomach's not getting nothing. Now, I am a little surprised I wasn't hungry today, but I kept having to run to the bathroom this morning, and that's also why I decided not to eat. So, I've been watching a lot of doctors, including Dr. Barry, because this is his favorite topic, I swear, his poop. I think he actually made a video about it, and there's a song. Someone edited a song. But it's too runny the last couple of days, which tells me, probably the last 5 days, which is telling me I'm getting too much fat. According to him, and according to a lot of others, it's probably too much fat. So, I'm skipping breakfast, because I don't know how to get less fat with the food I eat. So I'm skipping breakfast, and we'll eat when I get home today, after I pick up everyone's pizza and after I have an appointment. And don't worry, I have no temptations towards pizza. The only temptations I have is, like, okay, I was making everyone sandwiches, and my mind missed the deli meat, but I had no desire to actually pick up the deli meat and put it in my mouth. So that is huge, okay? The whole no desire to eat the pizza or get the toppings off the pizza, huge. The whole no desire when Dino teases me every day with Cheetos or donuts or something, huge, no desire. The desire for sugary, Freya, will you get down? My cat. For sugary or processed foods were gigantic on keto, because I was still allowing myself to have the deli meats and the processed foods. Since I've told myself we're not having that, and you know how sick that makes you, it's just gone. I think this time, because I'm not focusing on the number on the scale, I'm not focusing on my weight, I'm focusing on my health, I also think that is making a huge difference, right? Because before I was just like, well, we lose tons of weight and then we'll be healthy, but this time I'm focused on let's cure my body, and then the weight will fall off naturally. That's just how I'm looking at it this time. Y'all, I've sat here for 25 minutes rattling my mouth off. Okay, so I'm going to let y'all go, because that means I need to make me a to-go coffee and get out of here, because I have things to do. I'm going to show y'all my not pretty porch right now. I still got to clear some stuff out. My mom's going to take that red table for me. When her porch is done, she's going to take that couch, because I don't want it. I have too many couches. I was clearing out this space for my Oculus, because I love my chairs over here. It's so much prettier, but I need room for my Oculus, and health matters more, and everything else is a storage unit right now. I'm trying to see if I can find another white outdoor thing like that, but smaller, so I don't have to have those 2. Well, there's 4 sets of Tupperware thingies, storage thingies. And I didn't want to bring out and put all my spring stuff out yet, because of the pollen will be coming soon. So it's not very pretty. I said I wasn't going to show y'all, but I'm showing y'all. But hold on. Now you can see my big space for my Oculus. Once I move the stroller, move this, and I can push these in while I'm doing it. Move that little table some more, and it gives me about a 16 by 10. I thought it was only 10 by 10 that I cleared off, but I cleared off 16 feet. So yeah, we're on a health journey right now. All right, let's see. My hair ain't staying up on this thing. I'm just got it like this because I'm going to be driving. Got a ponytail in case I need to pull it back. So it'll be different. Yeah. One, I won't be wearing these shoes. This is the brand of shoes I buy every year, but they are so painful in the straps. The straps are made of a hard material this year instead of the cloth. It's cloth on top and like a leather on the bottom, and it is painful. So they're about to go back inside, and it'd be too much of a hassle to try to take them back. Now, what I'm about to show you, I put on a pair of pants just to see. I was like, okay, I know they're not going over my thighs, but let's just see. They're a size 14, no real stretch to them, not compared to anything else I have. They have a big elastic band around the stomach that's why I figured was not going over my thighs. So for me to get into a size 14 of these styles, I've always had to be under 200 pounds. All right, under 200 pounds, around like 190s, I wore like a size 14. Then, you know, I got into the size 12s in the 180s. And then from there, my sizes dropped drastically fast after that, but never before that. So never wore a size. I'm guessing I'm about 225. I'm not getting on the scale this month probably, so we won't know, but that's what I'm assuming, because I can tell I've lost a few pounds, but I feel like I've lost way more inches. But I can always tell, like, my body still feels like it weighs the same as it did a couple of weeks ago, but the inches are different. And this is what I mean. This is why we cannot go buy a scale, because this is size 14 pants, and I have them on. Right? I have them on with no problem either. So see, they have this big elastic band got on. Yes, I need to get rid of that again. I was so happy when it went away before. And I'm praying I don't have a bunch of loose skin. So far on this journey, I'm not having loose thigh skin. Okay, yes, there's tons of fat on my thighs, but so far we don't have the loose thigh skin, which is the part I hate the most. So, and I have no idea if I'm going ever back down to a size 7, to be honest. I was more comfortable in my body in the 170s. When I started getting to the 150s, I didn't like all the loose skin on my thighs. I preferred it when it had a little more fat, a little more fullness. Of course, this journey, I am trying to build muscle, and I've just started that this past week. So, we will see. We will see. I'm starting the building of the muscle beforehand. I did not start that until like in the 170s and stuff. My cat's going crazy, y'all. Hold on. Let's see if she's not doing it now. Yep, there she goes. She will like go on the glass over and over again. Freya, you cannot come out here. Freya, mommy's got to go bye-bye. Mommy's got to change her shoes because these are painful. These are like hard. They're making me itch. It is 4:30. I have gotten hungry because I picked up their pizza and smelt it. Did not make me want pizza, y'all. Made me want to come home and make steak. But I'm starving now. When I wasn't hungry. And that was like, it started when I picked it up around 3:30. And my hunger's just built ever since then. So, we're going to eat. No reason to starve myself at all. So, picanha, meat, fat cap. It's the cap of the sirloin covered in fat. See, this one's got way less fat than they normally do. That one's also got a brand on it. I usually don't end up with the ones with the brand. See the brand? How far in does the brand go? See, that's where it ends on the fat. We're taking it off because of my allergies. I've never seen a brand go through like that. And I was told before it was a brand, but I've never seen it. Just gonna cut that away. I'm not really sure what it is, if it is a brand or not, but that's what I was told. And I never researched to find out if the person was telling me correct information. And I'm not ever say the word lying, because people's like me, if I'm saying the wrong information, I'm not lying. It's just the information I was given. And I never looked it up. Okay. Let me go ahead and throw this out for the cats jump up here and try to eat the fat. Just rinse my hands a little. It's just beef, but still I'm about to touch my seasonings. Alright, Chef Blend. Redmond's Real Salt. Chef Blend is my favorite. Did I slice it? No, that's why I'm showing you. I'm doing it differently today. I can eat this as leftovers and not have issues. I've done it multiple times just to make sure. Didn't do it on cam. I told you the amount I've ate for the day though, but I didn't do it on... My tripod thing fell out. There we go. Didn't do it on cam when I did it because I'm always afraid of people going, oh my God, don't do it. And then I get really sick and then everyone's like, see, you should have never done it. So... never gotten sick from it yet. All right. No clue how long it's going to take. I put it on 400. Air fry. I'll know it's done when my fat looks like I want it to. Okay. So I just made y'all sick and turned this, and now the video is going to be wrong. Here we go. Anyways. So we are doing this for as long as it needs to, and I'll let you know how long. Okay, that is in there cooking. It was my daughter's therapist. I had an appointment with her today. She wanted to discuss some things. She thinks it's better that we discuss certain things separately, and she thinks because of having to deal with all the stress in my life and try to figure out things with my daughter, she thinks it would be a good idea if I see a therapist a few times a month, or at least once a month, just so I have some outlet without someone judging or making a comment back when I'm there to de-stress. She said it would be great for me to de-stress with, since meditation and stuff like that is just not my jam. Plus she wants me to get diagnosed for ADHD on their thing, because it was so many years ago, and I don't have any of that. I mean, that's 20 plus years ago. I don't have any of that. And the places don't exist no more. So she wants it on paper. So yeah. So that's what we are doing. We're going to get me tested, so it'll be done on paper. I had it on paper from 20, 30 years ago. But they have new things now, I was told. So yeah, that'll take a while. But I'll have someone to, like she said, go spill all my complaints without pissing anyone off, or worrying anyone's going to tell someone, or worrying someone's going to say something different or judge you, or say that something totally, like, I will just be able to go say whatever I want without any negative comments back, right? If I'm saying something stressful to me that's going on, and I can't say it to anyone else because they're like, well, that's not really stressful, blah, 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 blah. I'm talking about just here in my family. It doesn't help. So it's where I can go lay my stress out and walk out the door and feel better, right? And some people have friends that they can do that with. They can have girl nights. They go out and they de-stress. Sometimes they bitch about their life, and then sometimes they just have some fun or talk about some fun things, and I don't have that. Okay, my last real life friend that lived here, Haley was 5, I think, so 13 plus years ago. I don't have that with Dino at all because he doesn't understand anything I'm saying, so that doesn't work. So, yeah. And I know there's some of y'all that I could say, hey, here's my number. Can we talk? But I don't want to burden people with my crap. I burden people enough talking on my channel with my crap, right? So this will just be a place where it's just, I can, not worry that I'm burdening anyone or being judged or anything. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing that. Tried it before. I was very uncomfortable. It didn't work. I tried it in 2021. Just was not my jam. We're going to try it again. So I do have post-traumatic stress syndrome for multiple things. I got it when I was 8, and that one will never go away. It is embedded in me. Then another one happened 18 years ago. An event happened over 18 years ago. Almost 19. A little over 19, almost. And gave me post-traumatic stress. So, she thinks it would be a good idea to work through those because I never got to work through those issues. And maybe I won't toss and turn so much at night or have so many nightmares or things like that. I can tell you, the diet has worked 1,000,000,000%. Okay, the nightmares are a minimum now. Minimum now. Y'all, do you see how blonde my hair is? I'm distracting myself with how blonde it is. I was using the purple shampoo every time I washed it since I got it done. But this time I didn't. I just used my Buyer's Silk. And I think it's blonder using the Buyer's Silk. Like, very blonde. Anyways. So I'm wearing the Temu bra I showed y'all the other day. It was like $2. I ordered me more. It's got lace on the bottom. So there's no underwire. There's no padding. So if you get cold, the world's going to know you're cold. Right? But I got it for the house. I got it for working in the yard. And it's not painful. It has little adjustables. Like, it is the least painful bra I've ever owned in my life. But it is pretty. It's not ugly. Like, it has, like, I showed y'all the lace. But I've ordered me some red ones. I'll show you when they come in. But for $2 and something, I'll take it all day long because I can wear it with my tank tops. So, like here at the house. I actually could get away with wearing it with the tank top that's the same color as this out in public probably. But my arms are too big for that right now. Even though I'm kind of in public showing all y'all. But, well, I got lint. Anyways, my arm is killing me. Oh, I came home to a clean house again. Dino scrubbed the floors again. That was really nice. Surprise. So that made me happy. So I've been having this issue for about 4 or 5 days now. This twitches and then goes numb. And then twitch again. And then it's fine. But it does it all day. I thought it went away, but it happened again. But I'm starting to wonder if it was the injury from this arm. Because it does all kind of funky things, that injury. Let me go check on the food. I'm starving. Okay, we're 7 minutes in. Let's look. Woohoo! Look at that beauty. We don't care about how the inside cooks. I'm just judging with the fat. So I want to go longer though. Alright, so I cooked it at 400 in the air fryer for 19 minutes. It's going to be very raw in the middle. More cooked on the outsides. We're going to let rest for 10 minutes. It shrunk down drastically. But the one I cooked in the oven was like 45 minutes to an hour. So we're going to see. Does it work in the air fryer? Because it cuts the time down and dishes drastically. My eye is doing that whole thing down here. It's completely numb right now and it's driving me insane. Alright, so I've been watching a lot of carnivore, especially women, talk about how to make their house not smell like meat because they can't stand the smell and they don't want people coming in their house smelling it. Y'all, my house smells like a diner because of the bacon, eggs, beef all the time. Do I care? No, I like the smell of diners. Does anyone come in my house? No, I have 8 cats. So, I see nothing wrong with my diner smelling house. Alright, so I was like, let's run down to Mom's real fast because I got to take her vitamin B. Alright, I don't know if that recorded or not. So I was like, let's go to Mom's for like 10 minutes while my food rests in the microwave. Y'all, it's almost 5 p.m. I went down there at 4:14. So we're about to go cut into it and see what it looks like, and hopefully it did not overcook because I forgot about it. And if you have a histamine problem, you'd be screaming. But I don't have a histamine problem with picanha when I leave it out, when I eat it as leftovers with nothing. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. So obviously it's rare. Let's get a knife. We're going to cut into it. I'm so hungry. Let's see, where do I want to cut? Maybe this side? I don't feel like pulling out a cutting board and all that stuff. So leaving it in the microwave, I couldn't leave it on the counter. I would come home to no meat. It's cooked a little more because it was sealed in there. Should have got a better knife, but it's okay. Y'all, things smell so weird to me. My smelling is starting to come back, I think.
Look outside, big tree or something.
What? I was just out there with them.
Yeah, she was yelling at it.
Okay, I think this is enough.
Your daughter.
I'm recording, so make sure it's something appropriate.
It is appropriate.
Okay, so cats when he means daughter.
Yeah, no, your daughter. She's been going crazy all day.
Yeah, she wants on the front porch. I know. She wants to take a walk, blah, blah, blah.
No, not that one.
Oh, which one?
Pepper.
Oh, what's wrong with Piper now? Oh, this smells funky. It smells like fish. What the heck? Smells funky to me. Maybe Dino cooked something weird in the microwave. Kitty. Okay. Oh, it's later than I thought. Yeah, it's been over an hour. It's 5:30. I came straight in here from recording saying it was 5. I was wrong. Alright, don't taste like fish. Not used to eating it raw either. I'm gonna be honest, I'm putting it in the air fryer. It just don't taste right. It didn't smell funky when I cooked it. Alright, we're gonna go get longer because it tastes horrible to me. Like, it tastes nasty. I'm gonna make some more though. Alright. More salt. Definitely did not get enough salt on it, so maybe that's why it tastes nasty. I don't know. Hold on. Alright, that was so gross to me that I don't know if I'm going to be able to eat it. I mean, it literally tasted like fish after a few minutes. Plus, it smelled like fish. It was in date. It didn't smell funky when it was raw. I don't get it, but it's really nasty. I'm cooking it longer to see if that's the problem. Shaggy, what's wrong? Mommy didn't give you none? You're mad because you wanted some? And then me know Mommy didn't give you any, so now you're all shocked and upset? Oh, you are. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It'll be okay. You won't die. We'll get kitty food soon. Okay? Where are you going? Oh, you gotta get on Mommy? Okay. Alright, I've air fried it for about 4 more minutes. I'm not really in the mood for the hard air fry. So, it's hot. I gotta wait for it to cool down. I will let you know if I was able to stomach it or not. Nope, y'all. I spit it out. Had my dad tasted. He's like, he spit it out. It is sour. My mom thinks it tastes fine. It tastes like meats that's a little going bad soon. But I have only done fresh cuts, and I have only done picanha. And I told you I thought it looked weird. It barely had any fat on it. It looked more like it was a sirloin that they just didn't remove the fat to. Like, it was more leaning towards that than the picanha I'm used to. But it didn't smell right. Doesn't taste right. But Mom's gonna eat it. So I'm gonna take her the other chunk. I am not. Nope, ain't doing it. I will also tell you it gave me heartburn. So maybe it's older. That one was older. So I don't know. So I have a little heartburn going on right now. I don't know if I'm gonna eat. If I do, it'll probably be bacon or eggs or nothing. Probably nothing. All right, this is my one and only meal of the day. I'm having 3 farm fresh eggs, and I am having cooked in 1 tablespoon of butter, in case you were wondering, with Redmond's real salt, just the normal one, no smoked. And I'm having 12 pieces of my low sodium bacon from Aldi's. 16 pieces is a pound, so it's less than a pound. This is my only meal of the day, and I'll tell you the story behind the picanha in a minute. Alright, the handwritten sticker on the back of that pack of picanha and my other one, so we're talking like 50 something dollars. And yes, I could take it back there, but my anxiety just won't let me. So the outdoor cats are going to have an amazing feast. My mom stopped eating it once I told her, because I was right. It was bad. So the handwritten sticker said use or freeze by February 22nd, but the one on the front said March 22nd. She must have just hit the wrong button, because they have to put a sticker on the front when they go to sell it to give you your price. Which I'm not mad about. I don't even want to take it back in there. I will tell you, if I didn't know them and I didn't go there all the time and they didn't give me really good deals on certain stuff and don't charge me the full price on other things, then I would take it back and complain. But I've gotten some really good deals and discounts and gotten some free stuff, so I am not going to complain at all. And because I didn't eat pizza, and my dad paid for everyone to get pizza, he's giving me that money back anyways. He said he bought it for his cats, so I can go buy more. Now, I'm going to call tomorrow, but there is no guarantee they have picanha. So, bacon and eggs might be my diet for until they get some in. Also, my car, either the CV joint's going or the tie rod. My dad says CV joint probably. I think tie rod. So I can't drive it. I haven't been able to drive it for 2 days. And the appointment is on the 8th, and that's when I'll drop it off. Which means my whole birthday weekend, because that's a Friday. And we were supposed to go to the zoo that day. Now we can't go to the zoo, and I probably won't get to do anything for my birthday weekend at all. We'll see if the car gets done by then. I am using the other car, which I forgot how much power that little car has. It used to be mine that I drove all the time until I got the mini SUV and started driving that instead. So I'm like zooming around everywhere. It's really small. You can't really do grocery shopping in it, but I was zooming around all day and had to keep watching my speed. It has tons of torque and pickup. But you can't hook phones to it. Like, it's an older car, but it's got a lot of power. Let me tell you. And it's perfectly fine. Like, there's no dings, like, it looks like a new car. I just prefer the other one. So, I have to drive that this week until mine is fixed. And then on Monday, on my birthday, or whatever day, 9, 10, on the 11th, my actual birthday, we have to take the truck into the shop. So I have to take my mom. We drop off the truck and then later go back and pick it up. And last year, my dad was in the hospital for my birthday. And the year before that, some crisis happened. It's not like we're going anywhere for my birthday. Everyone wants to. But guess what? I don't get to eat. Everyone kept naming places. I'm like, no, I can't eat out anywhere. It's a histamine issue. It's a freshness issue. It's the age of the food. So that doesn't work. But I wanted to go to the zoo for my birthday or somewhere that's physical instead of like food. But I don't see that happening. That's okay. It's just another year. But I'm going to eat my bacon and eggs because I'm hungry and it's 7 p.m. and I haven't eaten today.